I've got massive crypto news for you. Bank of America's CEO says they're going to launch a stablecoin as soon as stablecoin legislation is put through. And will they use the XRP Ledger given their partnership with Ripple? And Ondo Finance partners with Mastercard to do some amazing things. And Bitcoin seems to be finding support at the 200-day moving average. I'll share the charts with you. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, welcome into the Thinking Crypto podcast, your home for cryptocurrency news and interviews. I'm your host, Tony Edward. On your way in, please hit that subscribe button as well as the thumbs up button and leave a comment below. If you're listening on a podcast platform such as Spotify or Apple, please leave a 5-star rating and review. Folks, the market volatility continues, but I'm seeing some very good signs here on the Bitcoin chart. We know Bitcoin moves the market, so we want to use Bitcoin as the measuring stick because the altcoins will follow Bitcoin's move. If you look at the Bitcoin daily chart, there's a perfect bounce on the 200-day moving average. And as I've been saying in the past few episodes, even in the live stream on Monday, that anything below the 200-day moving average is not good. Historically, when we've gone down there and stayed down there, that's the bear market. Go look at the charts, you'll see that moving average. And when we are above it, we are in a bull market. Now, there's a nuance to that because in bull markets, we have dipped below temporarily like we did in 2021, like we did last year in the summer of 2024. We went below it, but then we bounce right up. So we want to see if, even if Bitcoin goes below this thing, does it bounce right away? And that's the important thing, right? And I'm keeping it real with you guys, no emotions, no feelings, just the data, just the charts. So as I've been saying, we're dealing with probabilities here, not certainties, not guarantees, and we update our thesis based on the data. There's some people who think they have a crystal ball and they can tell you what's happening, but what we're seeing on the charts, guys, is a bounce off that 200-day moving average. And what validates that is the RSI is in the oversold zone. It is below 30, guys. Historically, we see a bounce there. So some good signs, and we have to be patient. It is so important to be patient in this bull market, guys. I've been here multiple cycles. I've seen stuff like this. And even just last summer, look at what happened. We had a big correction. The Japanese yen carry trade situation, Bitcoin went below that 200-day moving average. So guys, when in doubt, zoom out. So with these things in place, and I tweeted out about it, with the test of the 200-day moving average, the RSI in the oversold zone, the sentiment is in extreme fear, guys. Not just fear, but extreme fear. All of these conditions bode well for some sort of reversal soon, in addition to meme coins bleeding out. Many of them are down significantly. So that liquidity, I believe, will start moving back to Bitcoin. And as we've seen, Bitcoin moves, then the liquidity flows to Ethereum, XRP, and the top altcoins, and then it goes down further in the market. So good signs here. I know the prices overall are not good in a sense of the short term. Long term, if you bought in the bear market, you're up, right? You're up whether you bought XRP, Ethereum, Solana, whatever, you are up. But most people, unfortunately, they didn't follow those market rules. So many of them are panicking. And look, if it's your first go round, I understand. My first go round was in 2017. I got into the market in 2016, but my full official bull market was 2017, and we had 30% drops, 35% drops. Those were scary. This right here is just like a 25% drop, so nothing crazy. And Bitcoin went down and tested around 80K, guys. So something to note as well is there is a CME gap located between 78,000 to 80,000. So we could see Bitcoin go down a bit more, just slightly, to fill that gap and then bounce. So I like what I'm seeing here overall for a recovery. Now, if anything deviates from this and it goes really crazy and Bitcoin starts crashing down to 60K, then I will be on here saying, guys, it's over. Even if it goes below, let's say 75K, I'm going to be like, okay, time to panic. But right now, I'm still seeing positive signs. So this is really great. And as we've been following the macro signals for what we've seen in previous bull markets, they haven't been flagging. So the monthly RSI and the Bitcoin chart, on the monthly chart, I should say, has not hit that top green zone, which we've seen has indicated the blow off top. Bitcoin whales, even though there's a bit of a slowdown in their accumulation, continue to accumulate. The trend is still upwards. They're not dumping like they were last year with the Bitcoin ETF buy the rumor, sell the news event. The Bitcoin Pi cycle top indicator has not flashed. So we are still in a bull market. And those of you who are new, I know that may seem like some sort of outlandish statement to make, but it's not, based on the data, not our feelings and emotions. If you're moving by emotions because you see red in the market, you're going to get wrecked. So guys, nothing to panic about. And as we've been talking about, global liquidity is on the rise. So that's another macro backdrop factor that is in our favor. In addition, we continue to see a lot of favorable things coming out of the US government around crypto. So the SEC once again drops another case. They dropped their case against Gemini Crypto Exchange. That's the Winklevoss twins. This is a huge update. They also paused the Tron Foundation lawsuit and asking the judge for 60 days to resolve it. So this is just like the Binance case, right, where they paused it. So let's see if they do the Ripple case. They pause something in the Ripple case until it's resolved. Some of these cases are more complex than others, right? If you simply got a Wells notice, it's easy to drop that. If you were not deep in litigation, it's easy to drop the case. So we can expect to probably see something around Ripple soon, but it's going to take longer than the other cases. Some people have been complaining, why is it taking so long, yada, yada. But you got to understand the nuances, the details here. So guys, things are moving in the right direction. And Cameron Winklevoss, he confirmed that on Monday, the SEC informed their litigation counsel that they're dropping this case. Hester Peirce at the SEC is doing some amazing work. And guys, all of this is really bullish for the market. It's removing the dark clouds, the ambiguity around crypto with all these crazy lawsuits that were launched by scumbag regulator Gary Gensler. Guys, quick word from our sponsor, and that is Uphold. Uphold is a great platform I've been using since 2018. They have 300 plus cryptocurrencies. They have Bitcoin and all the top altcoins. Guys, they are safe. They are easy to use. They are 100% reserve. They don't commingle or lend out your crypto funds. And you can review their transparency report. They also have a great rewards program that I use. You can earn up to 5.25% on stablecoins. The rewards program also allows you to get 24-hour early access to new tokens and exclusive crypto insights. How do you participate? Once per month, you have to open an app, deposit $50, and trade $50 once per month. And the stablecoins they offer the rewards on include Circle's USDC, Ripple's RLUSD, and PayPal's PYUSD. You can earn up to 5% with those. And USBC, which is actually from Greg Kidd's vast bank from his firm Hard Yaka, you can earn up to 5.25%. And I actually recently interviewed Greg about this. So this is a great program and it is safe. I interviewed the CEO. We went through the details. They're not doing anything funny or shady here. So they're doing it the right way. So this is a great program where you can earn that yield, guys. So if you'd like to learn more, check out the link in the description. Now, guys, massive news coming from Bank of America. Bank of America's CEO mulls entering the stablecoin business. So a lot of people have been tweeting about this today. This is huge. And I wrote about this in my newsletter today. I also wrote about it a month ago where I said the repeal of SOB 121 is the removal of shackles around these banks. And they're going to go all in crypto. They're going to launch stablecoins. They're going to launch different crypto products, and that the existing stablecoin issuers and crypto exchanges better up their game, because these banks are going to come with full force and they're going to try to take as much of the market as possible. Many of them already have the brand, the network, the customer base to have quick adoption, right? They just have to roll it out in their existing infrastructure. So this is very bullish, but also a warning signal for many of the crypto startups that they need to up their game. So Brian Moynihan, the CEO of Bank of America, recently told an audience, and this was yesterday actually, at the Economic Club of Washington, D.C., that the commercial bank will likely launch a stablecoin if comprehensive legislation is passed in the United States. So he says, if they make it legal, we will go into business. Guys, you see what's happening here? And of course, the stablecoin will be built on blockchain. The big question is, many people have, is which blockchains? And I believe they're going to use multiple blockchains, because what we've seen from the likes of Circle and Tether, issuing on multiple chains is very good for interoperability and getting more usage. Even Ripple, in launching their stablecoin RLUSD, it's on the XRP Ledger as well as Ethereum. PayPal's PYUSD is on Ethereum, Solana, and others. So it's a multi-chain world. So everyone's curious which blockchain Bank of America is going to use initially. What's interesting is if you go back years, Bank of America had filed for a patent and it includes mentions of Ripple and their DLT technology. So is it possible that they could use the XRP ledger? Yes, but I don't think it's only going to be the XRP ledger. But we'll have to wait and see, right? We don't have the details here. But guys, you can see the race is heating up here. And talk about bullish news. All of these banks are going to get in. Game theory will play out here. JP Morgan's not going to sit on their hands. Goldman Sachs is not going to sit on their hands. Citibank is not going to sit on its hands. You understand what I'm saying here. Competition is going to heat up. There's going to be a big race. And that's going to usher in a lot more value and liquidity and capital into this market, driving the prices higher. Imagine the news coming out of Bank of America launching a stablecoin on X blockchains, right? What that's going to do. So this is the top echelon of the financial industry, these big banks, which control a lot of the money. They're plugged into the Fed and the Treasury. They handle a lot of the movement of currency and payments and all that. You guys know the deal. So we are seeing the biggest institutions in the world getting involved. And actually today we had the hearing with Senator Lummis's subcommittee in the Senate, Digital Asset Subcommittee, where they talked about stablecoin legislation and market structure legislation. Now, there weren't any major takeaways. I think this is just a primer for what they're going to do later on. But guys, the ball is rolling here. Things are starting. So this is why I'm bullish. The prices right now, obviously not great, but we're not out of the bull market, and the macro backdrop and what the governments are doing is all aligning to massive adoption. Don't get shook out here, guys. Don't move by emotions. Watch what they're doing. Watch what they are building. And we are seeing all roads pointing to blockchain and crypto. And of course, on Monday, I reported to you guys that DECA Bank, which is one of Germany's biggest banks, that they have rolled out crypto trading and custody services. And in fact, they're using Ripple custody to help power these services. And Ripple actually today highlighted the following. They said, today we are partnering with BDACS to expand institutional crypto custody in South Korea. They said BDACS, or BDACS, if you want to call it that, will use Ripple custody to provide secure infrastructure for XRP, RLUSD, and other crypto assets, supporting institutional adoption, XRP-L developer growth, and Korea's evolving regulatory landscape. This is huge news, guys. And I will be interviewing someone from Ripple next week, and we're going to talk about all this stuff. But man, I hope you guys see what's going on. We are seeing some of the biggest adoption ever in this crypto market. I got in 2016, and back then there was only fear and a lot of FUD. And Jamie Dimon's voice was louder than ever, saying all of this is a scam, Bitcoin's a scam, a Ponzi, fake, and all that, while secretly JP Morgan was building Quorum and JPM coin, right? They made a copy of Ethereum, a private copy. So he knew what he was doing, but now his voice has been drowned out because, you know, all of Wall Street's here. But that was probably the game. He wanted to slow it down so he could take a position, and his Wall Street buddies, right? They don't want you to front run them, but many folks did front run them. And that's for the first time in history, people were able to do that. So incredible stuff, guys. So bullish. Now, look at this news, and I continue to be amazed by Ondo Finance. If you recall, recently they partnered to do some tokenization on the XRP Ledger. Well, they said here, Mastercard is bringing Ondo Finance into the multi-token network as the first RWA provider on the network. Mastercard, one of the largest credit card companies. Guys, just pause for a second to reflect on what's happening here. Right? Bank of America wants to launch a stablecoin. MasterCard is partnering with Ondo Finance. Why are they doing this? For fun? No, this is the future, guys. And I hope you understand. I hope you can ignore the noise and the FUD and see the building that's happening from real companies in the real world. We're not even talking about Web3 startups here that, you know, if I came to you and I said, oh, this startup in crypto is doing this. Okay. But if I come to you and tell you about established companies that have been around long before crypto, are capitulating and integrating crypto, how can you even walk around saying this is a FUD, this is a scam, a Ponzi, and so forth? This is the next layer on the internet. Don't miss what's happening. Obviously, in every technology and speculative market, there's going to be scams, right? This happened in the dot-com era. Go do your research. It happened in every era. Go back to the stock when stocks were booming and so forth, and people who did penny stocks and all types of scams and so forth. Bad actors will be there. You have to be able to filter through, not just read headlines, but go do research and see what's happening here. And unfortunately, many are going to get left behind because they don't educate themselves. They don't take the time to stop and listen and make sure they fully understand. They're just reading headlines and taking secondhand information. So Ondo says here, the MTN enables banks to offer digital finance services to integrated businesses, and Ondo's short-term U.S. Treasuries fund will be the first tokenized RWA solution, providing businesses on-chain with access to daily yield and flexible cash management. Man, I'm so glad I'm here early. I'm so glad I'm here and paying attention and educating myself, because this is an opportunity of a lifetime. I mean, you just look at what's happening. It's incredible. Final news item, Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent hires Galaxy Digital Counsel to advise on crypto. Many of you know Scott Bessent is the new Treasury Secretary. He is pro-crypto, right? We've shared the video clips of him talking about crypto, and he backs Trump and everything they're doing. So Galaxy Digital is Mike Novogratz's fund, which is one of the largest crypto funds out there. So he's bringing in Tyler Williams as an advisor on digital asset and blockchain policy. Williams is a former Deputy Assistant Secretary of the Treasury. He has also worked in the Senate and the House on financial regulation. The appointment comes as the Treasury and Commerce Departments work on creating a sovereign wealth fund, which could potentially include digital assets. Guys, I'm going to say it again. Do you see what's happening? Do you see the direction we're headed in? I mean, it is mind-blowing. This stuff is not making major headlines on CNN, Fox, and all the major mainstream news networks, right? A lot of people are caught up in celebrity gossip and politics. And don't get me wrong, politics has its place, right? We vote, we do our things. But the problem is people get distracted by these things, entertainment and all these things, and they don't partition time to say, let me educate myself on what the hell is happening here. And it's not just crypto and blockchain, but AI. And how can I make money off of it, right? People don't go that extra step. They would rather watch a whole bunch of Netflix and so forth. And I say these things not to be hypercritical and put people down, but the point is you got to get going. You got to research. You got to do the education. And you have to position yourself in the market, or it's going to pass you by. And then you're going to be like, how did these guys make the money? What's what happened here? Well, were you paying attention, right? And if you're here, guys, count yourself lucky, keep educating yourself, go further down the rabbit hole in understanding what is happening here in this technology. And simply put, guys, this is the next layer on top of the internet to move value, how we do commerce, and how we trust each other. The first iterations of the internet was the ability to move data and information, right? Communication as well. Well, how do you move money and value? And blockchain is the solution, and everything will be tokenized. Your stocks, your real estates, your commodities, and much more. We're already starting to see it. So very bullish things happening in this asset class. Don't get distracted by price volatility, guys. Please hear what I'm saying, because I've seen this time and time again. I don't want you guys to get shook out and then you miss the bull market and you're kicking yourself like, oh man, I panic sold and all that. If you're panicking, that's a bad sign. That means you have to sit down and do some sort of emotional log and say, why am I panicking, right? Am I putting too much money that I can't afford to lose? And also, if the market does go down, is that the end of the market? No, the markets move in cycles, right? Same thing with this applies to the stock market. So you just have to be patient and have a macro view. That's how guys like Warren Buffett made money off the stock market, not panic selling, not crying every minute the price goes down. They don't do that. Go read the books about Warren Buffett and go watch his interviews and things he said. Unfortunately, people don't, right? They just move by emotions, and they're trained to have the lottery mindset. Let me go play the winning numbers, and next week I know the numbers, right? Or let me go to a casino, I'm going to throw some money. No, that's not investing. That's gambling. So please understand the difference. And if you want to continue your education journey, guys, check out my course at mycryptocourse.com, where you can learn everything about crypto. It's a comprehensive course, covers everything from A to Z. This is a unique course. It includes expert commentary. No other course out there offers this. You will hear from founders, CEOs, institutional investors as they explain the different aspects of crypto. You pay a one-time fee, you get lifetime access, go at your own pace, share the access with your friends and family if you want to help spread the knowledge. But if you'd like to learn more, check out mycryptocourse.com. Also, you can also subscribe to my free email newsletter on Substack. It's 100% free, and link will be in the description. Thank you guys for watching and listening. I appreciate you all, and I'll talk to you all later.